Welcome to 16th day, wonderful, auspicious, effective, inspiring, energizing and protective Harikatha Bhagavatam. So we have crossed already 15 days. Today we entered hearing of wonderful Srimad Bhagavatam in the form of Srimad Bhagavad Gita Katha Shatakam. So in the form of 100 stories we are been hearing, and today we'll be crossing 50 stories. So we already crossed 46. So we will be hearing another 4 today, which gives the total tally that we have heard auspicious stories number 50. So with our standard prayers, we get ready for our auspicious hearing for next few hours. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudiraye nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishthiki. So by the incessant mercy and unlimited mercy of our Acharyas, Srila Prabhupada and Vartamana Acharyas, and the blessings by mercy of Sri Radha Madan Mohanji, ISKCON Navi Mumbai, we are happily and consistently and continuously able to hear this Srimad Bhagavatam stories, which is very auspicious, which is giving auspiciousness not only the individuals, and actually the auspiciousness is being spread continuously, covering the entire mankind. And similarly, there are many devotees all over the world, Vaishnavas, they are glorifying the Supreme Lord. In that way, from all sides, everybody is trying to remove this darkness and give light and bring auspiciousness to the whole world. So, it is very interesting. Very interesting point that I would like to bring it, which we will discuss at length, that there is a statement given in Srimad Bhagavatam, which we will be discussing, that in Evam Sura Suragana Samadesha Kala Hetvardha Karma Matayopi Phale Vikalpa Tatramrutam Suragana Phalamanjasapur Yatpada Pankaja Raja Shrayana Daitya. This is the statement. That if you look at any activity, when we are doing some activity, you will find some competition coming. So you will see that the competitors and yourself are attempting to achieve success. And probably you must be trying at the same place. Probably the purpose of the attempt is also same, and the reason behind endeavoring is also will be same. And even though when everything is same, you will find that one party will achieve whatever they desired and the opposite party will not achieve that. It is not that if there are 2 people competing for a gold medal, that both will get gold medal. That is not possible. Only one will get gold medal, other may get something else. So this is the material world. But the Bhagavatam clearly states that there may be, you may be having competition, and both competition and you are working at same time, at same place, with same intention and with for same reason, with same goal and with same efforts, apparent everything. But the people who take the shelter of the Supreme Lord, they will win, and the people who are not having the shelter of Supreme Lord and they are dependent only on their intelligence and their strategies and their methods, they may think that they will win because they have better strategies, but they eventually fail. So Bhagavatam gives us clear picture. But Bhagavatam here doesn't say that people, they are not doing any activity, but they have only taken shelter and they are become winners. No, it is not mentioned like that. They are saying that they are endeavoring just like the same, like other party with same, or sometimes it may appear that the other party may be working very hard and more vigorously, but still the people who really take the shelter of Supreme Lord in the form of the hearing, like this for example, and and also the chanting and glorifying, and they will finally really achieve the top result, the desired and wanted result. So this is the Vedic message that we get, that the persons who take shelter of the Supreme Lord Krishna will always be favored by the victory. Yato dharmas tato jayaha. So on whichever is there, that is the winner. Though the opposite party appears to be very strong, very powerful, very strategic, very pushy, but still this is the message that we get Bhagavatam, and we are hearing more and more stories, and today especially we'll hear that more intensely, that how this is going to be the truth, how it has been demonstrated. And that's why we Bhaktivedanta College of Vedic Education, we try to bring this Vedic knowledge, Vedic ways to the people, so that we adopt the Vedic way at the same time. While we are endeavoring in the material world as per the norms and rules and regulations, we have a special advantage also, a special weapon also we adopt, use, that is Vedic way. So because of this Vedic way, we become, our success is guaranteed. So now that we are taking this Vedic way of hearing Krishna Katha continuously for 30 days under this critical world crisis, so we are very sure that our desired result, we will achieve it, that the whole world will become freed, whole world will become freed from this threat of the coronavirus, and everybody will become normal, and all people become more serious than the earlier. We will find that post-corona people are more serious, more workaholic, they are more towards more working and more devoted, and more hygiene in their activities, and more vegetarians, and more nature-loving people, or more nature-supporting people, and also in devotee front, they will become more serious about Krishna consciousness. This is going to be a situation. So definitely we will find that it is going to become a very positive from one way. So the Bhaktivedanta College, that's why we always give that one should be, we train and teach that one should act in a disciplined way and a devoted way and in a diligent way. So the Vedic process gives a disciplined way, that we will see in one of the stories, how the acharyas are telling how to lead a disciplined life and how to lead a devoted life, and from some stories we'll understand that how the diligence is very, very important. Diligence is important, and we can see that even from the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna very clearly says, Dambho darpo bhimanasya krodha parishamevacha agnanam chabijatasya pardha sampadamastari. Those people who are not adopting the Vedic ways, and those who are having the asuri qualities, they will be having pride, they will be having arrogance, they will be having conceit. That is dambha, Darpa, Abhimana and Krodha. Dambha means pride. They will be very proud. Even if nobody is there in front of them, they will be very proud, thinking about their power, thinking about their opulence, thinking about their beauty, thinking about their manpower, whatever. So this all they feel as if think about all things, and they are always proud. This is called pride. And this is always 24 hours they feel the proud, and they will be having this pride. And they behave, because of this, they behave arrogantly. The moment they come in front of people, then they demonstrate darpa, that is arrogance. They will not give proper respect to the people. They will not care humble people, or sometimes they may not even care the superiors, and they don't honor the orders of the seniors, or even they even disobey the orders of the king. That is the darpa. And then comes abhimana, that is called ahambhava. Means because of this darpa, if somebody is not giving respect to them, anyway they don't give respect to people and behave arrogantly, and somehow if somebody don't show respect towards them, or they try to stop him or correct him, immediately they become abhimani, ahambhav. They become very conceit. So because of this darpa, then the followed is abhimana. Is that, who are you to really offend me? They become the abhimani. And because of that, they demonstrate anger. Krodha, they become krodha. And because of krodha, out of the krodha, they parushya. Parushya means harshness. They use very harsh words. They behave very harshly, or even they may abuse, or they may even beat, like that. The harsh. So these are all coming out of ignorance. So the Srimad Bhagavatam, these are the Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, these are the demonic qualities. So we should be aware of this, whether these demonic qualities because of something, whether they are sprouting in our heart, we should be careful. Suppose if we are getting suddenly we are becoming short-tempered, suddenly we are feeling that somebody is not giving respect to us. We feel like that. For example, somebody we are not giving respect. That is nothing but abhimana. That is because of abhimana. We feel that we are qualified to be given respect, but somehow people are not giving respect, and immediately those people who don't show, we show anger. So the abhimana, the ahambhava will convert into anger. So at that time there is every great danger that we even offend the seniors or spiritual masters. So we should be very careful about knowing this from the Shastra, and let us see in one of the stories how the great teachings are going to come to us, especially the people who are in the Grihastha life, because we are definitely surrounded by many situations, many relatives, many friends, etc. So how this asura guna they may come from our heart, and how to be alert on this. So this is the first story. This story is of great teachings. So today, as I mentioned, we are going to discuss 4 stories. Happily we are going to hear the 4 stories. The first story is about great teachings, as I mentioned. Why we need to have teachings, especially the great personalities. When great personalities comes, we should immediately seek life teachings. Actually, what we are going to hear in the first story are life lessons. And these life lessons are given by none other than the great Brahmarshi Narada Muni. So the first story is teachings of Narada Muni. It's a very, very interesting and very, very informative and very, very instructive. So all of you, as usual, be attentive, and it is elaborately given in Srimad Bhagavatam. Now I have converted into converted into nice story form, that the teachings of Narada Muni. So we have heard yesterday that there was a great function happening, great ceremony was happening. That is, Lord Krishna was being celebrated or being worshipped as the topmost worshipable person, Agra Puja, in the Rajasuya Yajna conducted by Yudhishthira Maharaj. So when that function was happening, the Krishna was sitting on the great throne and everybody worshipped, nicely happening. At that time, the Lord Krishna killed Shishupala, and from Shishupala a light came, a Jyoti came and merged into Krishna's body. And then there was a discussion happened between Narada Muni and Yudhishthira Maharaj. And while they are discussing the great story of Prahlad, the reason for the Shishupala, then Narada Muni explained about Hiranyakashipu and the great devotee Prahlad Maharaj. And we have heard very nicely how Prahlad Maharaj was demonstrating a great quality of devotees, that is abhayam, fearlessness. So after that discussed, and then we touched upon 1 minute that Supreme Lord Narasimha appeared to protect his devotee Prahlad Maharaj and annihilate Hiranyakashipu, and we have kept it in reserve for great enjoyment on the May 6th on the appearance of Lord Narasimha. So we have come up to that, but the story did not end there actually. So the Narada Muni, when Narada Muni was sitting, and the great opportunity, Yudhishthira Maharaj did not stop there. He wanted to ask more and more. So at that time to really encourage, Yudhishthira Maharaj, the Narada Muni started saying that I want to say that you, because Lord Krishna considers you as your family member. He just as if a guest is coming to your home, he keeps on coming and spends a lot of time and he goes away. So probably you may not be knowing that how much fortunate you are, but the great Rishis, Munis, they know very well that the Lord, who is actually maintainer, protector of the entire universe, creator of the universe, and the controller of all demigods who are controlling the entire universe, and such personality, he is coming very freely. This is well known to Rishi Munish. That's why they often come to your place. They know that whenever Krishna is coming, it is a very, very pious place, that even if Krishna is not there, he has come already, he has sat down in this place. So that's why they keep on coming to your place. They know very well. And you have to understand one point, that the Supreme Lord is a real friend to all of you, and he is your well-wisher, and he is your relative, and you are really speaking, he is your own soul. And in this context, actually by you he should be more worshipable. Whenever you see, he should be more worshipable. But surprisingly, though he is worshipable to you, he is acting like a servant for you. He is acting like a servant, and sometimes he acts as a spiritual master also. So it is very, very great. And so it is very amusing, and it is astonishing that he is acting like a servant, or he is very different and very different platform. So it is very difficult to understand Krishna Tattva. It is Krishna Tattva, even Brahma, Rudra, all great personalities, also even Anantadeva cannot explain the greatness of Krishna. So we are simply praying that that Supreme Lord Krishna, whose activities and tattva is inconceivable, let him become favorable to us. Let him be pleased with us. That much only we can say, because we cannot understand his completeness to praise him. So we can ask only one thing, that let him be pleased with us. And when after this he just added one more point, that there was an instant even Lord Krishna even gave complete energy to Lord Shiva, and he has protected. Because that's why it is very difficult to understand what is the real inconceivable power. When Narada Muni mentioned this, when was the situation that Lord Krishna protected Lord Shiva? Can you please explain further? So in this way, the great preachers, they always create some sort of interest and some sort of inquisitiveness, and common man may not understand that, he will forget, but the great personalities, they will be hearing each and every word of the person who is speaking to the connected. That's why immediately they capture the ask. So at that time, the Narada Muni started telling what was the occasion where Lord Krishna made his mercy on Lord Shiva. So one time, because of the Lord Vishnu, demigods became very, very strong, and they started crushing out all the demons, and they became almost hopeless. So at that time, all the demons, they went to a Danava, it's called Maya Danava. So they went to Maya Danava, and they took shelter of him. You see, somehow we have become very weak, and our existence itself is becoming, our existence itself is a danger. Can you do something? Because you are always an expert in creating something, create unusual things. Can you help us? Can you make some efforts? Then when the demons really took shelter of Mayadanava, he felt obliged and created three puras. Three means three towns. The three towns which actually can fly. So one is made of gold, one is made of silver, and one is made of the metal. He created that three puras. Pura means a town. But this pura, the town is not on the earth, it can fly. It can fly actually. So, and all the demons, so now it is the best opportunity. All of you go and stay in these three puras, and you can fly wherever you want and start attacking from the sky. So in this way, Mayadanava created a amazing gift to the all demons. Demons became very happy. And they started creating a big nuisance in the whole world. And at that time, there was an unexpected thing in front of all people, especially demigods. Then they all went to Lord Shiva. They went to Lord Shiva and requested him that, you see, this Maya Danava has created this one, and because of this, the demons has become very powerful. Can you please do something? Then the Lord Shiva immediately, with his power, he took his bow and arrows and started shooting arrows continuously, unlimited, incessant rays, like rain is falling. So like that, he has thrown the arrows, and all arrows shot by Lord Shiva actually engulfed all the three puras, and it went inside the pura and started killing all the demons. And again, demons rushed to Mayadanava. Oh, see, you have given his protection, but this Lord Shiva is more powerful, and the arrows are coming beyond the control walls of this pura, and they're killing me. Then Mayadanava felt, okay, I have helped them to this extent, let me do a little more. Then he created one pond of nectar, Amrita, so that all the dead demons have been immersed into that pond of the nectar, and they all again became with life. They came with life. They are punarjiva. They have become punarjivit. Again they got life, but this time, because of the touch of the nectar, their body has become like a thunderbolt, very, very strong, very powerful, and very energetic. So in that way, all the demons who are dead because of the Lord Shiva's shooting arrows again came to life with more power. When Lord Shiva saw that, oh, this is something amazing, so I am almost become weak, what can I do now? When Lord Shiva came, felt like this, then Shiva has become a little concerned and started feeling. And at that time, Lord Vishnu again comes into the picture for the protection. Then, as per the plan of Lord Vishnu, he took the form of a cow and asked Brahma to take form of a calf. So a cow and calf entered into this Mayadanava place, and when they saw this beautiful cow and calf, all the demons are watching, but they could not, because of the Vishnu Maya. They were just got attracted to the cow, and they did not driven it out. And the cow went slowly. The calf also went along with cow. They went to the big pond of the nectar and they simply drank it. Entire the nectar was consumed by a cow and calf. And they were watching that this cow is drinking, but they were, because of Vishnu Maya, they did not say anything. And after everything was consumed, they went and told Mayadanava that one cow and calf came and they completely finished. That is called Vishnu Maya. The people think, the demons, they think that they can keep a good whistle, but when the Vishnu Maya comes, nobody can do anything. So that's why all the devotees, they take shelter of the Vishnu so that he can even create some Maya. Thereby the demons are taken into confusion, and final victory comes to devotees. So when they came to know that the protective layer of the all demons is gone, now there is no more nectar, everything is consumed by in the form of cow. Then Lord Shiva became again happy, and he was ready to fight, but he wanted now more powerful, because now he was not interested in just killing the demons. He wants to destroy even all the Tripura. So at that time, Lord Krishna gave him by his own power wonderful one chariot, and he gave one chariot driver, and he has given a flag, and he has given the horses, and he has given the bows and arrows, and he has given one armor. So Lord Shiva took up the armor, took the bows and arrows, and got onto the chariot, which is Suvarna Kachita, means it is made with gold. And the chariot driver was very powerful, and Lord Shiva started applying the arrows this time, and by these arrows, all the three puras were completely smashed into the dust. So earlier only it has gone into and killed the demons, but this time along with demons even the puras are also killed. So when Lord Shiva performed this wonderful task, great achievement, all the demigods, rishis and Pitru Devatas were very so happy, and they showered the flowers out of love, and everybody started the glories of Lord Shiva. And because of this inconceivable task, from then Lord Shiva got a special name known as Tripurari, is an enemy of Tripura. There are three puras created by Mayadanava, and Lord Shiva has become the enemy of Tripura. That's why he is known as Tripurari. And in that way, then afterwards, Lord Shiva everybody appreciated Lord Shiva, and he went back. And and everybody also appreciated this. Lord Krishna has really made things possible. So when Narada Muni has given this wonderful story of how Krishna blessed Lord Shiva to destroy all the three puras, then Yudhishthira Maharaj expressed his desire that, my dear master, you are a great personality. I have heard the great pastimes of Krishna. Now I want to know something about the principles or religious principles. I want to know simple, the sadharana dharma and gruhastha dharma and also varnashrama dharma. I wanted to know about, because now you have come, now I have heard all the pastimes. I am blissful, I become auspicious, the whole thing auspicious. I also want to take some guidance in terms of how should I live my life. Similarly, the Bhagavatam is a great a scripture where simply by hearing we will become auspicious, and also we get a lot of instructions. By following we will become more practical, and we will see that is called Bhagavata Dharma, Bhagavata way of life. That's why the person who reads Bhagavatam and who follows the Bhagavatam principles, also called Bhagavata, is called a book person Bhagavata. So not only there are two types of persons who have experienced Bhagavatam and they are teaching the Bhagavatam, and some people may not be able to teach Bhagavatam, but they have assimilated the principles of Bhagavatam and they are practicing the Bhagavatam. So they are also called Bhagavatas. So there is the association of such Bhagavatas are very, very auspicious, and it will be always blessing. So when Narada Muni asked so happily that he wanted to know sadharana dharma, means general religious principles and specific varnashrama principles and more specific gruhastha principles. So it was very, very interesting, and this has been explained very elaborately. I am going to just touch in a small way, but just to give a taste. Then afterwards you should go more details, study, and one by one adopt into life. Then you can call yourself that, okay, I am a Bhagavata practicing person, Bhagavata practicing devotee. So these things have been by mercy. It was asked by Yudhishthira Maharaj, and Narada Muni, out of mercy towards all living entities, he started telling. And he said that let me pay my obeisances to Supreme Lord Krishna by his mercy, because he only gave all this dharma, paying his obeisances, and start telling you about what is the sadharana dharma. And he has given that Supreme Lord Krishna is the root of all the dharma. We have to understand that. And he himself is the Veda Jnana. Veda Jnana, so that's what is, even Krishna told in Bhagavad Gita that Vedescha sarvai ahameva vedyo Vedanta kut Veda videha chaham. So entire Veda and what to be known from Veda, everything is Krishna. And he gave the sadharana dharmas of human beings. He said that speaking truth, the truth and mercy, one should be speaking truth. It is a basic dharma. Even if you look at our India's, what is the slogan of India? Satyameva Jayate. Satyameva Jayate is our, maybe most of Indians may not be knowing that is our official tagline for India, that is Satyameva Jayate. So originally even Narada Muni also tells that the first principle of dharmic person, if you say that I am a dharma following person, he should be telling the truth. Even Narada Muni is telling that Satyam, speaking truth, and being merciful, and following austerity, and taking bath at least twice a day, and having forbearance, and should have a lot of patience, and he should have good, bad. The vichakshana is called, that is Bhaktivedanta college is saying that the diligence is called good, bad vichakshana, and this control of mind, control of senses, ahimsa, that is non-violence, brahmacharya, donation, that is dana, and scriptural study, shastra jhayan, and simplicity, happiness. One should be very happy, one should feel contented, and serving the sadhu jana, devotees, and leaving slowly the unwanted things. Because mind always keep on telling you, why don't you pursue that, why don't you pursue this, why don't you pursue that. Mind will keep on telling you. Whereas slowly cutting down the unwanted activities, unwanted thinking is also dharma, sadharana dharma. And understanding the how the time is getting wasted in unwanted things, looking at becoming conscious of is also dharma. And keeping silence, keeping very grave, and not doing unwanted talks, prajalpa, not doing. And understanding of atma and atma viveka, what is soul and what is non-soul. That is, this viveka is also important. And giving food to all living entities, including animals also. And especially looking all living entities as the part and parcel of Krishna, especially the human beings, and always hearing the pastimes of Krishna and meditating on him, serving him, archanam, vandanam, dasyam, sakyam, atmanivedanam. All these activities are the general dharma principles that a civilized human being should follow. So Narada Muni has given a very elaborate on this, and Srila Prabhupada has given a very elaborate purport on this. So I have just touched upon on these basic principles, and then further he started saying that those who are twice born, they are called Dvija, and one has to follow all the Garbhadana, the samskara, and Brahmanas are having their response or their qualities, and Kshatriyas are, for example, the control of the worshipping Supreme Lord, Vedadhyan, Dana, Parigraha, Indriya Nigraha, Tapasya. These are all qualities of Brahmanas. And Kshatriyas are showing valor and having the Tyaga and giving protection. These are all Kshatriyas. Like that, the Narada Muni started giving a great elaborate on the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. And he also gave what are the basic four dharmas of ladies. They said that serving husband is the first quality, first dharma of a woman, and second is she should be favorable to husband and husband relatives and husband's friends also. That is the second dharma of a woman as per the scriptures. And third is the second is she should be favorable, and third is she should be favorable not only to him, to his friends, relatives also. And fourth is she should be following whatever the vratas and tapasyas that husband is following. So these are the four basic dharmas that Narada Muni has instructed to all ladies. And he has given further instructions regarding ladies, that a woman should not be too much greedy, and she should be always happy in any condition, and she should be expert in conducting the house activities, and she should be always speaking the truth, and should be speaking the very pleasing words, and she should be savdhan rehna chahiye, and she should maintain good cleanliness, hygiene at home, and she should really serve and with love and affection her husband. And if she does, she would get all 50% of whatever the punya that husband is performing by his activity. And the woman who serves wife, like Lakshmi serving the Vishnu, she will definitely go to the spiritual world, Vaikuntha. Like that, the Narada Muni gave an elaborate exposure about the sadharana dharma and varnashrama dharma. At that time, Yudhishthira asked, "This is very good, but we people, we are stuck. We are stuck in the Gruhastha ashram. So we don't know what type of things we should do, because there is every danger that we are not Gruhastha, we are Gruha Vrata, we are attached and getting lost, and we don't know what is going to be our situation. Can you give us any path that we get liberated? Though we are staying in this, can you please help us? So when he asked, then Narada Muni started given again a elaborate explanation, direction on the principle to be followed by Grihastha people. And he said that in an ideal Grihastha life, the person should be, whatever he earns the money, it should not be for his sense gratification, it should be for sake of Krishna. It's called Vasudeva Arpanam. And though the outsiders appear, consider him is very much attached to this family life, he should have detachment. From his heart he should have detachment, though he may demonstrate the attachment from his external things. Because Bhaktivinoda Thakur also says that there is a big difference between association and coexisting. There is a big difference. He says that associate. So, for example, if you say that, okay, I am going in the bus to office or college or whatever it is, but there are so many people in that is not called association. Suppose if you go to a shop, we talk to the shop, the vendor, whatever he is selling, that is not called association. That is only coming together for a particular purpose, for a activity. But what is association? Association is sharing your thoughts with him and sharing, actually reciprocating and taking the ideas from him. The exchange of thoughts, when there is happening, exchange of practices happening, that is called association. So simply you are talking, for example, when you go to office, so that is not association, because just we talk about only official activities, business activities, but we don't talk about our likes and dislikes, and we don't share with that. So it is no more association. So whereas it is maybe possible for a brahmachari, vanaprastha, or a grihastha, he is bound to do that, because he has the responsibility of arranging marriages. His marriages of girls, sons or daughters. At that time they come in contact with another big family. He has to give respect to them, he has to invite him. So that should not be in the form of association, that should be in the form of formality. He should give all respects. Means it doesn't mean that we will not respect them. Externally we are respecting them as another human being, but we are not trying to imbibe his qualities, or you are trying to. Is not the situation. So in this context, the Narada Muni started telling that in the Grihastha life you will find that all the friends, relatives keep on giving you some good advice. They appear to be they are giving good advice. They may say that, oh, your car is already 5 years old, why don't you change it? It's not looking so good. So the wife may say, or wife's brother may say, oh, my dear sir, I think why don't you can spend a lot of money. Let them keep on giving advice. Advise that at the time what to do. You should say simply, oh, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. Let us think about it. Only say that much, but keep quiet. So that they also feel good and they will go away and they will forget. You also forget. It's a better way to deal with the society. Narada Muni is giving, and this is there in Bhagavatam. It's very clear saying that to everybody be good, but do whatever is given in scriptures as good. So in this way, a Grihastha should be very careful, and he should see that he will not make life complicated. He should see that how the life is. Life should not be complicated, and he gives an elaborate picture that how one should not be too much attached to the wife. Also he says that wife and husband both really work together towards achieving the spiritual endeavors and love of Godhead, and he should not be attached to the body. And you see, just imagine what is the body of a wife and what is the greatness of Supreme Personality Godhead in Super Soul. So the body is going to be lost and going to become dirt or ash or something, whereas the personality of Godhead is Paramatma is so great and he is actually accompanying us. And Narada Muni give more and more and more. And he said that the Grihastha should be performing various dharmic activities at Tirtha Kshetras. For example, Kurukshetra, Gaya, Prayaga, Pulahashama, Naimisharanya, Setubandha, Prabhasa, Dwaraka, like that Badrikashama. These are great activities, the great pilgrimage places are there. And he should perform activities like Yajna, he should perform Tirtha Kshetra Darshana, and doing the Dana, Tapasya, because any dharmic activity done by Grihastha at these places give almost 1,000 times higher benefit, multiplied benefit, rather than simply doing at home. And even wherever the Archa Vigraha is worshipped in temples, temple also is a wonderful place where the Grihastha can conduct various dharmic activities. In that way, he will be protected. He will be protected from the onslaught of the activities of Maya. He says that. So, he gave another important thing is, a Grihastha should be very clear about Vidharma, Paradharma, Abhasa, Upadharma, Kapatadharma. They all appear to be same, but he should be very careful about these various types of. What is Swadharma? Anyway, he has been mentioning, and anything which is obstructing the Swadharma is called Vidharma. And next is if something which is introduced by unauthorized persons, then that is called Paradharma. So we should always see that we follow only the dharma which is introduced by authentic personalities. That is coming in parampara. If somebody is coming and he has introduced something, you should consider, oh, that is a paradharma. And the person who is denying the Vedic dharma and trying to create his own, that is called upadharma. We will be very careful. And somebody is trying to convince you by the word jugglery. Word jugglery is called chaladharma. And somebody who is creating his own, neglecting his own dharma, it is called abhasa. So the people who follow Vedic dharma, that really removes all fears. So the moment if you are following a particular dharma and it is removing all your fears and all miseries, then you can understand that, oh, this is the real dharma which is connected to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then the Narada Muni has given a wonderful techniques. He said that very nicely, that by determination one can really give up the lust, and by giving out the enmity you can really win, you can remove your anger, and by understanding the difficulties in the money collection one can become one can avoid the miserliness, and by tattva vicharana one can remove the fear, and by the spiritual discussions one can remove the shoka and moha, and by serving a Mahabhagavata one can become prideless. So in this way he has given elaborate, and then he has also gave many details about the sannyasa ashrama, and he said that if the activity is essentially one should be free from dharma artha kama. Sannyasa ashrama is only moksha related, and he should be free from dharma artha kama, and a person taking up this dharma artha kama once again after taking sannyasa is called vantasi. Vantasi means one who is licking whatever he has vomited. So he is such a person. So he gives very clear picture, and finally he says that a person who doesn't one who doesn't worship or surrender to Krishna Balaram, Narada Muni says, no chet, he uses the word no chet, means one who doesn't surrender to Krishna Balaram. Why Krishna Balaram? Krishna Balaram is Krishna is God, Balaram is Guru. So the Hari Guru. So he that's why he gives an example that Hari Guru, one who doesn't surrender to Hari Guru, that is Krishna Balaram, then he said that the chariot of body will travel on the path of sense gratification. If somebody is not following the surrendering to Krishna Balaram, then following to the Guru and Hari and Guru, their body of chariot, it will travel on the path, a highway of sense gratification, and it will fall into a deep ditch of samsara. And that person will always be floating in that, and he will have Janma Mrityu Parampara. So, and further Narada Muni has given that all these things I heard, I learnt by the mercy of Supreme Lord Krishna, and I understood. And I finally understood that, and finally understood that even the persons who are in this Grihastha ashram also, if they are attached to Bhagavad Dharma, and keeping Krishna as a central place, they can achieve whatever the result a sannyasi will achieve. Don't think that only sannyasi will achieve something great. He will be achieving great, but he still, even in the Grihastha ashram also, if you follow the Bhagavad Dharma, you will get the similar benefit. Not similar, same benefit. That's why even Srila Prabhupada, he writes in Bhagavad Purports, they are called Grihastha Sannyasis. So the devotees who are staying in the Grihastha, but they are connected to all Krishna's activities, everything, their manasa, vacha, karmana. He said that he has used the word Grihastha Sannyasis. And finally Narada Muni said that I have learnt it from my own life, that how connecting to Krishna will deliver. Because in my previous life, I was a Upabarhana Gandharva, and I made a mistake and became a Shudra, and then because of the association of devotees, now I have become Narada. Now I know thoroughly what is the best solution to be really saved from this world. So follow my instructions so that you will be happy in this world. When Narada Muni told this, Yudhishthira Maharaj became very happy, very confident, and very satisfied. And when he heard the power of Krishna, who was sitting in front of him, Narada used to become completely filled with joy, and even tears came from his eyes. And that the person sitting in front of him is none other than the Parabrahman, and he got stunned, and there is a mixture of so many feelings came, and he simply paid obeisance. He paid obeisance like this to Krishna, but he is filled with unlimited thoughts of joy, astonishment, amusement, many things. In that way, the wonderful story ends here. The first story, the teachings of Narada Muni. I hope you all enjoyed it.